All right, guys, I hope you had a great break. I am sorry I'm not here today, but I wanted to make a video kind of going over some of the stuff that we've been doing, just so that get a little bit of review before we go right back in to our new topic, which will start tomorrow. This is 5.4 solving proportions. I actually have not shared this PowerPoint with you guys, but I'm gonna share this with you, and then I'm gonna attach this video that I'm making right now to the classroom so you guys can all watch it and then work on some review problems. Just since I know probably over break we may have forgot a little bit and need a little bit of practice before we get started. So I'll post that in your classroom right up here on the main page, okay, on the classwork tab. And the first thing I want to go into is looking at some of these problems. Now this was a page that we had attached before, and I'm gonna do two of them, and then I'm gonna actually show you the couple ways that we've talked about. Now remember, one way you can always do this is just by mental math. So if you're looking over here, if I look at 40 and 10, to get from 40 to 10, I could divide that number by 4, or if I went from 10 to 40, okay, I could multiply that number by 4. So 10 times 4 gives me 40, which would mean 3 times 4 would give me 12. So that would mean A would equal 12 on this problem. Now, if the other way that I've taught you guys about doing it, if mental math doesn't always work out, is the idea of cross multiplication. So I always tend to do the A first, if you remember me telling you that, or the variable. So I would do A times 10, okay? And then I would do 40 times 3. And remember, you never go up or down, okay? You don't go up or down, you don't do side to side, okay? You always, to solve proportions, you always cross multiply, and that's a diagonal cross multiplication. So if you look at this on the paper now, if I was gonna do this, okay, let's see if I hold my phone and do the problem. If I did A times 10, that would give me 10A. And then if I did the 40 times the 3, okay, I'll put my diagonal circles in, the 40 times the 3, that gives me 120, all right? After I do that, I'm obviously trying to get A alone. Okay, so I'm gonna divide by 10 to get A alone, and A equals 12. A equals 12. So that's my answer. And if we look back over here, like I said before, remember 10 times what gets me to 40? 10 times 4. So 3 times 4 also gets me to 12. Okay, that's the mental math behind it. The other one that I want to look at is one that has two things in the bottom, or something added or subtracted, that we like to call a quantity. Remember, you can't simplify these things, so instead I just have to do same thing, cross multiply, and I'm going to do 8 times y plus 2, and then I'm going to do 11 times 4. Okay, so all I'm doing is I'm cross multiplying here, and I'm cross multiplying here. Okay, now 11 times 4, that's the easy part, that's 44. And then 8 times y, remember this is the distributive property. So we're going to do the 8 times the y, which gives me 8y, and the 8 times the 2, which gives me 16. And then I'm just going to go to solve from there. Okay, so I want to get the y alone, obviously, so I'm going to subtract the 16. This is a multiple step equation. Okay, can't do 4 minus 6, so I make this a 3. 14 minus 6 is 8. 3 minus 1 is 2. And now I have 8y. Okay, this one's not going to work out nicely, but it's a good practice problem. I'm going to divide by 8. And this gives me y equals, and this is where I have to decide, 28 divided by 8. I want to simplify this the best I can. And I'm going to basically divide each of these by 4, because 4 goes into 28 and 4 goes into 8. So 4 goes into 28 7 times, and then 4 goes into 8 2 times. So my answer is 7/2. Okay, and if you were to put 3.5 back up in your in the top of your equation, okay, you would have that problem right also. Okay, so there's 2 example problems. I'm going to take a picture of the book, and I'm going to put some problems on there that I'll ask you guys to write down on a sheet of paper if you're in my class. And if you're online, put them on a document and turn those in for me sometime this week. So I will see you guys on Tuesday. Hope you all had a great Christmas, great New Year. I miss you guys, and we will see you tomorrow.